Drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go. Drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go. Drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, go. Drivers behind the lines. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Evan, can you tell me if we get channel 2? Mic 2? Check 1, check 2.
Hello? Drivers behind the lines. In 3, 2, 1, Reefscape!
And I start talking. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I am talking. This is roughly my, there we go. I can hear myself on the mic. Very nice. I'm going to keep talking so the AV folks can keep doing their job while seeing the levels of my voice. It's practice match, and it's practice for all the volunteers and the event staff too. So thank you for bearing with us while we do our level checks. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to keep going. I've got to buy more time. I've got to kill more time. I could go over and call the match. I could actually do that. I might as well do that. That helps me test how far the mic goes. Hopefully it goes further than like 2 feet from the AV desk. And we walk over to the field. We've got 604 scoring on level 3. 64-18 getting off that algae, trying to load up again. And they've got an algae there going over to the reef. 604 lining up, they score. Over on the Red Alliance, 115 doing the same. They line up. And level 4, nice and clean by MVRT. Pumpkin Bots lining up. And a nice clean L1. Over on blue, we've got 604. They're in red bumpers. It's practice matches. It's fine. They're scoring on level 3. We've got a minute remaining. And the AV folks are still doing it. Okay, I'm going to keep going. 604 scoring again, level 3, 1 minute remaining, and they get another game piece while I'm talking. Over on red, in blue bumpers, 76-67. Lining up, trying to get that game piece in. Oh, not quite. That's very sensitive alignment. It really is not easy to do what these robots are doing. They were designed for this game. But there are so many challenges. This is a surprisingly technical, challenging game. I think they're good, but I'm just going to keep going because we got 30 seconds left. 55-07. Local team trying to score on that reef, not quite getting it. We're in the last 20 seconds. We're going for the score. 115 lining up, grabbing that cage. Pumpkin Bots doing the same. Over on blue, we got 3 robots going for the climb. 5 seconds remaining. And Pumpkin Bots are up. 604, 55-07, not far behind. 1 second remaining, and that's done.
And we have our results. Sorry, we have our and we have our results. 94 to 176, with red getting 1 ranking point and blue getting 5 if this were a real match, but it's not. What? Okay, I've been told to keep talking, so I will just look at the numbers I see on the screen here. Both teams getting that auto bonus for all leaving and 1 scoring. However, blue gets the barge bonus as well for, for points earned during a deep climb. Combine that with the 3 points they get for winning the match, that equals 5 ranking points. You can do math, people. Speaking of numbers, we don't see them anymore. I am now just talking. Robots are pretty nice. They're pretty interesting, but I think you all know that because we are literally at a robotics competition. It's pretty interesting. I have officially run out of things to talk about. But 74-19, it looks like their bumpers are securely fastened. Let's hope they don't fall off like they did in their last match. And it looks like 604B, otherwise known as 9999, is ready to play. I'm excited to see how that's going to go. 5940 is also on the Red Alliance. This should be an interesting match. And 102-21. They are quite a beauty, I'd say. I just love that funnel on them, and also those compliant wheels. They just stand out, you know? Also, on the Blue Alliance, even though they're both blue and red, because this is a practice match, is 59-24. And I believe that robot is called Wraith Roland, or that is just a part named. I don't know. If someone from 59-24 could tell me, that would be amazing. And also, 846, the Funky Monkeys. All right, I'm perfectly fine. Yeah. Okay, I'll stop talking now. All the robots are okay. Yeah. Also, like I've noticed the general flow of just game announcer, which is the hardest. It's basically go one alliance to another, talk about. My strategy is just I focus on the first team I see, doing something interesting, and just say what they're doing. Yeah. And I think I guess like around 10 to 20 seconds, and then also announce. No. What? Yeah? I don't think so. Why? What?
All right, we have our green light. Am I on? Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, go.
And we have teams going up for their climbs. 5940 grabbing the red, and 5924. Can you hear me? Okay, that's a bit loud. We have team 10221 not moving, as we have 1 red robot climbed and 2 blue robots parked. Looks like 846 tried to go up, but they couldn't get up in time. 5940 seemingly off the ground, and 604's second bot parked. 7419 up against the reef, not seeming to be parked at all. And as we wait for final score, we see the Red Alliance scored a lot on their reef, which cannot be the same said for the Blue Alliance. And we get a score. Red Alliance wins 193 to 83. How do I sound? In the next match, it looks like we have 199 and 159 on one alliance, and we have some other teams on the other alliance, including 2813, 604, and looks like 6662.
James.
Oh yeah.
Did not feel.
I don't know.
I saw you kind of.
Yeah, I think it was like back by my hair. I couldn't like it. How do I sound? Oh, I think I'm a bit loud. Looks like we got team 69, 62, 199, and 159 against 604, 5507, and 6662. Hi, Diana. We love our head ref. Hello, 2813. Tell me about your robot. I'm on mic.
That was the most satisfying.
I'm on the other side of the field now. How do I sound?
Glass head.
I forgot them. The event hasn't started yet. Hi, Renee.
Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, go!
We get started. Team 69-62 goes up for an L4 and misses. 159 goes for an L1 and misses. 199 goes for an L4 and gets it up. On the Red Alliance, we got 604 running their auto. 5507 seeming to be stopped in parts. Ooh, 69-62 drops an L4, goes up the cycle for another one. Are they going to get it up? As we see 604 miss an a barge shot. 69-62 can't get it up. 159 finally moving again. Team 199 looking for something. 604 is scoring an algae. 604 going up for another algae, and they get it. 69-62 gets an L4 coral up. 604 going for an L3 coral. Here we have 69-62 putting up yet another L4. Team 159 going for what seems to be L2, L3, and they don't put it up. Team 69-62 putting up yet another L4. Team 199 going for algae, D scoring the algae as 604 just continues to score in that reef. Team 66-62 trying to score on L3, ends up not hitting it. Team 159 scoring in L2. Team 199 doesn't seem to be moving. We got Team 69-62 trying to score an L3, ending up not scoring at all. On the red side, 604 just continuously cycling with Team 5507. Oh, it seems they dropped a coral from the human player station, but they still get up there for L4. Looks like all three robots are going for coral, as 604 puts another one up on L4. 69-62 attempting to score on L2. No, L4, and they get it. 604 putting up yet another algae in their barge, and then they go for a coral cycle on L4. 5507 going for, oh, they drop theirs as they go. It's for endgame. 604 with the one last cycle before going to climb. 5507 getting up. 69-62 parking. 60. As we wait for our final scores. As we wait for our final scores, it looks like 5507 is up, 604 might have gotten up, and 66-62 is parked, while 69-62 is squarely parked. 199 up against their reef, 159 looking like they were going to try to park, but they didn't. As we just wait for final scores to be called. Okay, so Sebastian, what did you think of that last match?
So I thought that the cycling from both teams was really good. I really liked how on the red side they were really. Hello.
Yeah, that's what they're checking for. So yeah, just keep talking.
So on the red side, I really liked how they were really they really staggered their cycles. They didn't really collide into each other, especially 507 and 604. I thought that was really well done on their side.
Yeah, I agree. Red was definitely going for that triple offense, just spamming coral on all four levels, while blue might not have been getting as much score value as they could have been. As we look at the next match, we got 87-93. Oh, and we got our scores. Red Alliance wins 138-58. And in our next match, team 87-93, 64-18, and 581 getting on the field for red, or for blue. And on red, I can't tell. Team 115, 72-45, and 28-13.
Long way. Rotate 90 degrees.
right, Sebastian, we fixed your mic. Talk to me about that last one.
The last one, so
Like 4 to 6 inches, so like.
last match, on the blue side, I thought it was really unfortunate how 199 got disabled over here next to the station. That really impacted their cycles, I feel, but I think that the other partners did a good job of compensating for that and getting some good cycles.
Yeah, I agree. And then obviously on the red side, you had 604 and 5507 scoring really well alongside 6662. What do you got to say about that?
Yeah, I really liked how 6662 really went to a lot of those places that were closer, so they could fill that out effectively, while the other two got a lot of the other places where they could really dial in their vision and be very efficient on those parts of the field.
Yeah, just overall good use of practice match to figure out your pathing and how you're going to be scoring at this event.
And on this next match, looks like on the blue side, we have 581, 8793, and 6418.
And on the other side, 7245, 115, and 2813.
Lots of good scoring in this match. I think it'll be really good, especially 581. Of course, they went to champs last year, and they looked really awesome.
Yeah, and on the other side, 2813, also at champs, they did pretty good for themselves. This is gonna be a good one to watch to see how this event's gonna look for the rest of the weekend.
I'm excited to see them use this time to really dial in their scoring, dial in their cycling, and make sure everything's in good shape for the rest of the weekend. So they're performing at high all cylinders, high performance, and they just all look really good.
Yeah, vision's really important in this game, so it's cool to see teams really taking time to hone that in, make sure it's working as good as possible for them for when the match scores start to matter.
Especially in these practice matches where it does not matter at all. I really like to see how these teams really use that time to go for the ones that they aren't so sure about, so they can make sure that that's all good for when the qualification matches, when the playoff matches actually happen, and those shots really do matter.
Yeah. So what do you think we're going to see out of this next one? What's your score prediction?
Score prediction, I think it's definitely going to be over 100 on the blue side and the red side, actually. These are both some really great teams. For the blue side, I think that they have a really good synergy with 8793 being able to do those L1s and really fill up that trough, while the other two can really get through all those other levels and all those other reef slots.
Yeah, we saw that on Einstein. Don't discount the L1 scores. 8793 proved that at their two events this year. They're definitely not a team to sleep on, even though they can only quote unquote do L1.
And what I really love is that they have got that so dialed in, and they've got that so consistent, so you can always depend on them doing easily 5 for the ranking point, but even more, which really helps their score and helps their alliance.
Yeah, they're one of the few teams that I've seen at this event that do a mid-range climb, not a deep climb.
Yeah, the shallow climb is definitely very rare in Reefscape, so it's really interesting to see. All right, drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off. 2813 scoring their 1 in auto. 115 missing their 1 in auto. 581, their auto's always good. 6418, their auto's always good.
Their robot is called Bull Shark riding the Pogo.
Keep talking, Zane. You keep. Yeah.
And they're off. Looks like one going into the processor. Scored by 8793. Meanwhile, 581 scoring an algae in the barge. That one falls straight in as the alliances keep cycling. 115 getting stuck on the cage. That one's going to be a foul. Looks like they are touching the ground still, but I don't know if they're going to be able to dislodge from there. Meanwhile, on the red side, 2813 lining up to L3, missing, but it's going to land in the trough, which is going to get them some more points. Meanwhile, 7245 is picking up an algae, and they're going to go and cycle that on the blue side. 581 missing the pickup. 7245 almost going over, but they recover, and looks like they are going to score that in the processor. On the blue side, robots 6418 almost going up on the algae, but they're going to recover and dispense that coral on L2. 581 scoring on L3 at the same time, and 8793 hitting those L1 shots. On the red side, 2813 dispenses but misses the trough. They're going to try to score that again on the reef, but that one goes off too. And meanwhile, 7245 picking up from the ground once again with the algae, and they will go ahead and take that back to the processor. With 45 seconds left, score is 155-44 for the Blue Alliance. The Blue Alliance is going to continue piling on that scoring with 581 dispensing another coral on L3, 6418 returning with another coral on L2, and 8793 with another coral in the L1 trough. Efficient cycling from the Blue Alliance. Meanwhile, on the Red Alliance, 2813 is going to continue to try to intake, almost gets stuck on an algae, but goes off as we go into our endgame period. 6418 is going to attempt to climb. 2813 is also going to attempt the deep climb, as well as 8793, who gets their shallow climb almost instantaneously as 6418 hits the deep climb as the timer ends.
Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, go! 41.59 off on that autonomous, trying to score an L4, but they miss. Meanwhile, 59.24 scoring on that L4. Can they make it? No, they don't, unfortunately. 74.19, they tried to score an L4, but they didn't as auto expires. Now into teleop, driver's control there. Robot 846 uses that control, hitting that L4 and grabbing an algae. Oh, hello? Oh. Okay, talking. Sorry. 846. Grabbing an algae from the ground. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. 846, grabbing an algae and scoring it into the barge. Meanwhile, their alliance partners, 7419, picking up another algae, and they deposit it just onto the field there. Meanwhile, on the red alliance, 5940, picking up a coral, indexing it into their shooter, and it looks like they're aiming for an L3 that they hit. 1 minute, 22 seconds remaining on the red alliance, blue alliance. 604 aiming that shooter bot, very unique in this competition. Looks like they're going for an L3, which they hit, and they go for an L2 actually. 1 minute on the clock right now, and 59.24 on the red alliance. It looks like they have a coral in them, but it looks like they're trying to climb early. Did something break or something on their robot? But either way, it looks like they're lining up to that red cage. Meanwhile, their alliance partners, 4159, next to the remains of an algae, trying to pick up another with their weird spiral thing. It's very cool. I like it. And they pick it up, carrying it over, it looks like to the processor. 21 seconds remaining on the clock right now. Robots thinking about climbing. 5940. Bread certainly is. And they line up Taiyaki, their robot. And 846 follows close behind. Those alliance partners at NCRI on different alliances. And 604, just as time expires, to the park. 2 robots up, 1 parked. I'm excited to see those scores. All right. Ready? And we have those results. Let's see them. 111 to 164 in favor of Blue Alliance. This gets them the win and also 5 ranking points if this were a real match. However, Red Alliance does not walk away with nothing as they get a ranking point. Of course, that doesn't actually happen because this is just a practice match.
Check one.
Oh. Oh.
As number 6, that was code set phone. Is it the mic sensitivity or something like that? Battery. This is NM, but it's actually Oh wait, this is RFNM. What does that mean?
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, that's gonna be it. Let me reset this battery.
There we go. Whatever that is.
All right.
It says 10.
Yeah, this one's.
Low, normal, high radio power. Middle ones.
I see. That's what NM is. Well, should we check to see if the wireless?
Go. We're good? Okay. Drivers behind the line. Drivers behind the lines. In 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, it seems like my mic isn't working, but I'm just going to GA the match anyways. 159 in autonomous. It looks like they tried to score, it looks like an L3. It doesn't seem like that hit. Meanwhile, Teleop starts and immediately 66-62 knocks an algae off the reef and goes to the source to pick up a coral.
Look at that hungry Miku mouth of Hatsune Miku, the robot. Their alliance partner is 28-13, close behind in that source, and scoring that coral on the L3. Meanwhile, on the Red Alliance, 199, reaching up to get that L4 in a very precarious situation, and they bump into an algae, trying to descore another. Back on the Blue Alliance, 5507. It looks like they have a coral stuck in the middle of their robot. Can they get it out? It seems like they're trying to rotate, but it seems really lodged in there. That's a very painful challenge teams have been having this game, folks. However, back on the Blue Alliance, 9001, using that arm and finding a spot to score that L4. And they wait, but they miss. How unfortunate. They decide to go grab an algae instead, making quick work of it and depositing it. No, they don't deposit it on the barge. How painful. Back on the Blue Alliance with 55 seconds left on the clock. 66-62 with their robot, Hatsune Miku, aiming for another algae, or coral. Looks like they're ready, and they get it in. Now they move up to the reef to score on an L2 using that human eye. They say that's better than any auto align. 5507 looks like they drove over that popped algae. Painful. Now they're trying to get up, and look at that mangled mess of seaweed. 18 seconds on the clock as robots race to get to the cages to climb. 28-13, Maelstrom is up on the red cage, getting ready to climb, and they are up with 5 seconds left. 159 goes into park. 66-62 is parked. 5507 is parked. That concludes the practice match. And we have our scores 124-62 with the Red Alliance.
Testing,
taking it
1,
all.
2. 1, 2.
5 RPs.
Okay,
for
it
the
is
Red
definitely,
Alliance with
it's something with the
3 win
receivers.
points, as well as the auto and barge bonus.
Maybe there's a
However,
physical switch on the back.
Blue Alliance unfortunately getting 0 ranking points. That would be very sad if this wasn't a practice match that didn't count for anything. Let's see how. I'm excited to see how these teams are going to learn from these practice matches to make them even better in the real ones. We'll just have to wait and see.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, California. Coming at you live from Sunset Showdown. Testing out this mic, making sure it works fine with our current AV setup. Making sure my voice is well registered in terms of EQ. I'm going to keep yapping here for a bit, but we're going to be watching our teams set up right now, making some last-minute adjustments on their robot. Looks like 115 really wants to make sure their robot's set up properly so they can get this practice match underway. Everything seems to be set up as it should be. Normal arrangement of algae, coral everywhere on the field. Looks like some human players are already ready with coral in their hands as well as we wait to start our next practice match of the day. We're going to keep running practice matches until 8, I believe, on a filler line basis, I think. So if you want more practice matches, just keep coming up and lining up. Our queuers, our lovely queuers, will be happy to assist you. But for now, it does look like all of our gates are closed, just waiting for an FTA to give the signal before we can start this next match. See, a bunch of mixed signals here, not quite sure what to do. I guess we were waiting on the light. We do have the light. I'm just gonna keep yapping to let the mics. Oh, it looks like our star fell from our stack light. Having a little bit of issues at the scoring table, but that's okay because we got a thumb. We're good to go. Drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, go. Going to be starting off this practice match with a couple of robots scoring coral on L4. One of them precariously perched on that pole. The next one's going to land a little more securely onto that branch as the Red Alliance also continues to score. Each alliance looking like they scored 5 coral onto level 4. That's going to bring us to a very close match going into the tele-operated period. 64-44, scores climbing as I am speaking. On the blue side of the field, we got 841 with a piece of coral lining up to a level 3 branch, as on the red side, looks like they're going after the algae. As we know from our championships, algae makes a key decision in the scores in the uppermost levels of play. Looks like 581, go Bulldogs, looking to drop off a piece of algae as if this is a championship match. They're in it, giving it their 100%, looking to score as many points as they can get. Meanwhile, on the blue side, they're working on making sure their coral is locked in. A lot of coral on multiple branches, on multiple levels of the reef. 115 dropping one off, spinning their little propeller to get that coral onto a level 4 branch. Their partners also lining up, dropping off coral as well, but looks like they haven't yet cleared the algae, which makes it ineligible for points. Meanwhile, on the red side, they're not slacking off on the coral either. With a half-full reef, they're continuing to score with 8793, dropping off as many as they can into that level 1 trough. 581 looks like they're done with the algae. They've moved on to coral now with a level 3 score as the Blue Alliance attempts to keep up to 841, reaching high onto level 4, not quite getting that coral scored, but they'll be going right back to their human player to try again. Bumping into their partner 115 somewhat, looks like their elevator has gotten a little loose. It's kind of bending at an awkward angle. Hopefully that didn't cause too much damage here in this match. Teams going for climbs now. A little under 10 seconds left in the match. Teams hooking onto their deep cages, trying to get in the air in 3, 2, 1. And there's the timer. We'll be back with official scores in just a moment. I'm going to keep talking just so they can keep listening to my mic. Just going to keep yapping. I'm sorry if you're sick of my voice already, but you're going to be hearing me for quite a bit over these next few days. Oh, there's our scores, 211 to 120. Red Alliance taking it by a margin of 91 points. Looks like it's going to go all the way down to the Coral with 70, almost 80 points difference in the Coral, as well as 20 points in the Algae as well. There's a couple of bonus RPs that were earned that match, but I didn't quite get a good look at it, so I can't really update you with that just yet. I promise during the actual matches tomorrow, I'll have a better view of the score breakdown, and I'll try to break it down a little better. But for now, this is what you get. I'm sorry. Where's my camera? I thought we were doing intros. Hello, hello. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Hello. Are we doing the camera? Yeah.
Sounds great. Oh, yes, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, while we're testing out the mics and AV equipment, looks like we will be doing something special for this match in that we are doing team intros. With that being said, let's meet our teams for the next practice match. Starting off on the Red Alliance, we're starting off with Team 5940.
It's Bread.
In the middle over here, we got Team 1983.
From Seattle, Washington, it's Skunkworks Robotics.
Rounding off the Red Alliance, here in slot number 3, it's Team 6962.
From Mountain View, California, it's Antares.
We're gonna make our way under the barge.
From San Jose, California, it's the Prototypes. That's the number for the Funky Monkeys, but this is Team 604 Quicksilver, specifically their B-Bot, which is using the number 9999. Looks like this last practice match will be delayed as we are having some technical difficulties. But very smart people are figuring this out. Good. All right. It looks like we are ready to start the final practice match of today. Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, Reefscape. And it looks like 5940 starting that auto off strong with an L4, but they missed the second one. Go back and pick it and get a third coral, aim it, and they score that, and that ends the autonomous period. 34-34, a tied game. Let's see if either alliance can change that. 1983 trying to score that L4, but it seems to be a little stuck. Oh, and it falls down. Looks like they're gonna have to get another coral. Meanwhile, on the Blue Alliance, that lovely, lovely 604 B-Bot scores another L4. You just love to see that bot go. And they miss. That's the first time I've seen them do that. Looks like they aren't phased. They try again and they hit over on the Blue Alliance with 1 minute 40 remaining. 59-40 Bread. They try to score an L3, but they just can't make it. Their alliance partner is 1983. Can they show them how it's done? Oh, unfortunately they can't. But they aren't phased. They try again. Just hitting those tight tolerances, it's so hard. Meanwhile, back on the Blue Alliance, 2854 bonks into the source, and they get their, seems like they're aligning something. I don't know what that is. Seems like they're aligned now, and they grab in that coral, looking for a place to score it on the reef. They're getting in line behind 6418, trying to score it. Nope. Here they go, up by April tag 17. I spent way too long on those April tags. Meanwhile, on the Red Alliance, 69-62 Antares trying to score an L4, but there already is an L4. It almost bounces into an L1, but it just doesn't hit it. Meanwhile, they try again, unfazed, hitting that. Looks like they're going for an L3 this time. Learned their lesson, and they did. That's what the innovation of first is all about. Meanwhile, back on blue, 64-18 with 22 seconds left. They get that coral ready and they score on an L3. Looks like they're going to climb. 59-40 already up in the air and flying high. Let's see if anyone else tries to climb. 64-18 wants to climb, but it looks like they're having trouble aligning. Can they hit it with 4 seconds left on the clock? 28-54 gets to a park. 604B in the park, and 64-18. Are they up or are they not? ready for our results. And it looks like the Red Alliance takes it with 168 to 138, a 30-point difference. Red Alliance getting 3 ranking points to the Blue Alliance's 2. Almost an even game in terms of ranking points, even though one lost. This goes to show that in FRC there's things more important than winning. Red Alliance got the Coral and Barge bonus. All right, that concludes practice match 12 and the practice matches for this day of Sunset Showdown. We will see you all tomorrow!
Thank you.